Hello, I'm Ronaldo Luis Nazário de Lima, and today I'm with you in Abu Dhabi Sport Channel with Jacob.
من هذا البرنامج رونالدو مر نجوم وأساطير من مبدعي الرياضة، لاعبين ومدربين، لكن اليوم أنا سعيد أكثر. يعني سعادتي غامرة لأني بكون أمام من خضعت لسلطان الدفاعات وتوسط لفضاءات إبداعه أجمل النجمات. من هتفنا جميعا باسمه واستمتعنا بأهدافه وبالكثير من سحره وإبداعه. ضيفي وضيفكم في حلقة اليوم هو الظاهرة رونالدو نازاريو. البرازيل هي أرض الدهشة التي تتعانق فيها الأخيلة لترسم لنا الصور الجميلة التي تسلب العقول والألباب. والبرازيل هي أرض الكرنفالات التي تحدد إيقاعات سفر العالم نحو الجنون. والبرازيل هي الوطن الذي حدد لكرة القدم جغرافيا العشق، فهناك على شواطئ البحار كما على الأراضي الصلبة والضيقة تتحدث كرة القدم لغة مختلفة عنها في كل العالم، بل أن عقارب ساعتها التي ترصد نبض الشغف تدور في الاتجاه المعاكس. هناك في البرازيل لكرة القدم طبع لاتيني أوله جمال وآخره سحر، وما بينهما يخرج من الأرحام نجوم وأساطير. بينهم فتى ولد يوم 22 من شهر سبتمبر عام 76 في بيبيناو ريبيرو التي تبعد عن ريو دي جانيرو 30 كيلومترا. ذاك الجنين الذي رزق به الزوجان نيليو وسونيا أطلق عليه اسم لويس نازاريو دي ليما، والتصق به فورا اسم رونالدو تيمنا بالدكتور الذي ساعد الأمة على إنجابه. في عيد ميلاده الرابع حصل رونالدو على أغلى هدية، وكانت كرة، فأحبها وتعلق بها. ومن كان يظن أن هذه الكرة سترفع رونالدو نازاريو لمرتبة المشاهير. أطلق الطفل رونالدو العنان لموهبته التي صقلها باللعب داخل الصالات ليصبح الهداف الذي يشار إليه بالبنان. ومع نادي كروزيرو حلق رونالدو بجناحيه الصغيرين يصارع طواحين الهواء ليؤكد على الفور علو كعبه وتفوقه على خلانه، فتوج بأول ألقابه محليا بالفوز بكأس البرازيل، وفاز مع المنتخب البرازيلي تحت 17 عاما بلقب كوبا أمريكا. لم تخطئه عيون الكشافة الأوروبيين، فكان نادي إندهوفن الهولندي أول من أدخله لعوالم الكرة الأوروبية التي أبدع في بطولاتها بلا حدود. وبرغم صغر سنه وحداثة عهده بالدوريات الأوروبية، فقد توج الصغير المعجزة بلقب هداف الدوري الهولندي من أول موسم. ولم يطل المقام برونالدو في بلاد الطواحين لأكثر من موسمين، إذ شد الرحال نحو الدوري الأسباني وانضم لبرشلونة، والكل كان ينتظر أن يذكرهم الفتى المعجزة بالأسطورتين روماريو ومارادونا، وهو ما كان، إذ حقق رونالدو لقبه الأوروبي الأول بالفوز بكأس الكؤوس، وكان هو من وقع هدف النهائي الوحيد من نقطة الجزاء في مرمى باريس سان جيرمان، وأرفق ذلك بالسوبر الأسباني، وعلى الخصوص لقب هداف الدوري الأسباني ب34 هدفا، وتوج لأول مرة بجائزة الكرة الذهبية لمجلة فرانس فوتبول عام 97 بعد أن جرى عولمة الجائزة ليكون أول برازيلي حصل عليها وأول من رفعها وهو في سن 21. وكان مفاجئا للجميع أن ينهي رونالدو مقامه مع برشلونة بنهاية الموسم الأول، وهو من كان في نيته أن يبقى طويلا مع البولوغرانا ليكون الموطن القادم هو الكالتشيو الإيطالي، مرتديا قميص الإنتر ميلان في صفقة وصلت لنحو 30 مليون يورو. هناك في الكالتشيو كذب رونالدو كل التوقعات وتمرد على مقاصد الدفاع وتحرر من أغلال الرقابة وعبث كما يريد بالدفاعات، وسجل في موسمه الأول 25 هدفا كثاني هدافي للدوري الإيطالي، وتحت السحر الذي رآه الإعلاميون الإيطاليون من رونالدو وهو يوقع هاتريك في مباراة لكأس إيطاليا، أطلقوا عليه اللقب الذي رافقه طوال مشواره الكروي، الظاهرة أو الفينومينو. القدر الذي صنع لرونالدو الاسم واللقب والوجاهة الكروية، وإن لم يكن فقد أسعده بكأس العالم التي شارك فيها للمرة الثانية، وخسر النهائي أمام فرنسا عام 98. هو القدر ذاته الذي أدخله ل4 سنوات كاملة جحيم الإصابات، مترددا على غرف الجراحة وقاعات التأهيل بسبب ما عانت منه أربطة الركبة من تمزقات. وما كان رونالدو لينكسر أو يلين أو يرفع الراية البيضاء، فقد قاوم بشجاعة نادرة كل هذه الانكسارات، وعاد بأجمل صورة عام 2002 حيث قاد منتخب البرازيل للتتويج بكأس العالم للمرة الخامسة في نسخة كان هو نجمها الكبير بتوقيعه ل8 أهداف. تألق لافت للفينومينو جعل فلورنتينو بيريز رئيس ريال مدريد لا يفكر سوى بأمر واحد، هو جلب رونالدو لمجرة النجوم الملكيين. وبرغم ما أبداه ماسيمو موراتي رئيس إنتر ميلان من مقاومة، إلا أنه انهار أمام ضغط بيريز، فعاد رونالدو للليغا الأسبانية منضما لريال مدريد، وشكل إضافة كبيرة لكتيبة النجوم من بينهم زين الدين زيدان، لويس فيغو، روبرتو كارلوس، ديفيد بيكهام وراؤول، وظفر في مواسمه ال5 بالعديد من الألقاب المحلية والعالمية. كانت عودته بعدها مجددا لإيطاليا، منضما هذه المرة لنادي ميلان وسط سخط عارم من جماهير الغريم انتر التي وصفت ما قام به الفينومينو بالخيانة. وبعد 15 سنة قضاها رونالدو بعيدا عن موطن العشق، عاد للبرازيل وانضم لنادي كورنثيانس الذي حقق معه لقب الدوري ولقب كأس البرازيل، قبل أن يضم الأسطورة نهاية لمسار كروي خرافي عام 2011. في اعتزاله كرة القدم وخلافا لكثير من النجوم والأساطير، اختار رونالدو الاستثمار الرياضي، فاشترى أسهم ناديين أصبح مالكا لهما، نادي بلد الوليد الأسباني ونادي بداياته بالبرازيل كروزيرو. اعتزل رونالدو المستطيل الأخضر منذ 13 عاما، لكن حبه وشعبيته ولن تعتزل قلوب محبيه وما أكثرهم.
بالتأكيد هي حلقة استثنائية ومواجهة استثنائية لأسطورة استثنائية. نرحب فيك رونالدو في أبو ظبي، سعيدين بوجودك معنا.
Hi, my friend. It's a very honor to me to stay here and little chat with you, and it's also a pleasure to be in Abu Dhabi because I love this place. I love the way people treat me and the hospitality from the people, and of course, is the people who love so much football. That is always is a very honor to be here and feeling that atmosphere with all the people here.
الفينومينو، أنا ما أعرف بصراحة من وين أبدأ. يعني أمامي مسيرة كبيرة، مسيرة مميزة، لكن خلنا نرجع لليوم اللي قررت فيه الاعتزال. يومها كانت لحظة حزينة عند عشاق الكرة. يومها قلت عقلي يقول لي إني أواصل وجسدي يقول لي إني أوقف عن اللعب. الدموع رونالدو كانت تغالبك وقتها. كيف عشت ذيك اللحظة الصعبة وشو بقى فيها من في ذاكرتك من هذيك اللحظة لليوم؟
Yeah, it was always a big fight between me and my body because I think in my generation we train very bad way. We train with all group doing the same stuff, and today the players are doing very individual program for everyone. Now, if you are strike and you are speed, you have speed, so you train it to repeat sprint more times during the match. In that time, I think we train in a very bad way. I think that's why I get so many injuries in my career. But, you know, I enjoy so much play football because it was always my dream to be a football player. But yes, my big fight was always with my body. As you know, I had so many injury and so many important injury. You know, my knees was always in a war with me, and yeah, when I decided to stop playing, it was not my mind to decide. It was my body decide to stop playing. And it broke my heart because I love football in a way that I can compare only to my children and my mom, my father, this love. But yeah, it was a good journey to me. And I was thinking, what should I do next? I still love football, and I still want to be involved in football. So I decided to prepare myself to different role in football. So I get started with a sport marketing agency in Brazil, and we did for 5 years, and it was a huge success in Brazil. We had Neymar at very beginning age. We had Anderson Silva, the UFC fighter and champion. We had a lot of sports legends work with the agents, and it was very nice. And we still work with that sport market agents. But I was missing football, and I say, let's go further. Let's try get involved with football again. But I don't want to coach. I don't want to train. I don't want the same routine as before every day and travel all the time. And I decided to prepare myself to be an owner of clubs. My first experience was in US with Strikers. It's a club in Fort Lauderdale, very traditional club. We had that challenge, and I went to the president of MLS, and in that time we were in second division, and I got some money to buy a club. And I went to New York to talk with the president of MLS. And I say, look, I have this opportunity in Fort Lauderdale, and I want to play on MLS. And he was very kind with me, and he said, look, we have a franchise here, and everyone pay the franchise, and you have to pay too, you know. And for you, I do a special price, $70 million, and I say, oh, okay, it's too much for me, and I went back home, and I say, wow, was too much. Let's look in Europe. And I was looking in Europe, in UK, in Holland, in Italy, and then finally I found in Spain, Valladolid.
ليش بلد الوليد بالذات رونالدو؟ يعني ليش اخترت بلد الوليد؟ هل هو كان الأرخص بالنسبة لك ولا هو كان المتاح وقتها انك تاخذه؟
No. I think because of my relationship in Spain. I was living in Madrid. Valladolid is 200 kilometers from Madrid. And the Spanish league I know very well. I was playing there for a long time. And, you know, I assume that was a very good opportunity to start a new journey, a new challenge. And that's why I took Valladolid. And it was not cheap. It was 30 million euro. And I was thinking to do by myself, not with any partners. And I did. And it's still, I'm still learning a lot for that challenge. And I'm very, very happy that it's going well. And then came the 2.5 years ago, it's coming the opportunity to buy Cruzeiro. And Cruzeiro, as you know, was my first team. Now I play as professional. And
لهالسبب خدت رونالدو لأنه هنالك الأول اللي لعبت فيه.
Yeah, there was not the reason, but I think the opportunity was only for me because the bank who has the deal for Cruzeiro, they offer to a lot of people. And Cruzeiro was with a debt of $250 million. And no one say, okay, I take it. No one wants the opportunity for Cruzeiro. And I finally, he called me and said, look, I have this opportunity for Cruzeiro. I know it's hard, a lot of debt, but, it's an opportunity. And I said, look, I only see opportunity here. I don't care the debt. We will pay the debt as long as we have the opportunity to have the club and manage the club. And they say, okay, you just have to assume the deal and we will help you. And finally, I accept the deal. And we are doing great in Brazil. Cruzeiro now, we pay almost half of the debt. We played for the second division in Brazil the first year. We won the second division. Last year we played the first division, we survived. And this year we have more money to spend on players. We organize the house, we clean everything, and we are doing great there.
بلد الوليد يعني بلد الوليد صار يكرر الصعود والهبوط للدرجة الثانية بعد ما صرت رئيس له. يقولون ان رونالدو ما يجازف بشكل كبير انه يشتري لاعبين من الطراز العالي على غرار ما يحصل في أندية تشبه في الوضعية الرياضية نادي بلد الوليد مثل غرناطة، مثل جيرونا، مثل لاس بالماس. هل هذا صحيح رونالدو ان انت يعني ما تجازف بشراء لاعبين غاليين؟ او ما اعرف الاستراتيجيه بالضبط بالنسبه لك انت كرئيس نادي او كمالك للنادي.
No, it's not true because every money we get in the club we spend on the club. As financial fair play rules from La Liga, we cannot put money by myself to spend on players. There is a misunderstanding from the people about this. We have to generate more money as a club to spend more money. And every money we generate in the club, we spend in the club. The problem was that Valladolid was a club that for a long time they didn't invest in infrastructure. We didn't have a nice stadium, a nice locker room, nice gym, nice facility training. So I had to invest a lot of money on infrastructure. So we did that. and we made for the first year a competitive team, and we survived in the first division. The next year, we get more money, and we spend all the money on making the team better. But they didn't work out, you know. We had not that lucky, and we missed a lot of points at home, and we relegated at the end of the championship. But I think what we did, and we still try to do in Valladolid, is make a new club, a new club that can survive for the next 100 years. Yeah.
اليوم قبل ما اغلق هالملف رونالدو، اليوم اسطوره مثل رونالدو، الاستثمار في الانديه الرياضيه، هل هو اشباع لشغف رونالدو وحبه لكره القدم، ام هو استثمار لتحقيق الربح، ولا هو رد لدين كره القدم اللي كان سبب في شهره رونالدو، ام كل هالاشياء مع بعض؟
Yeah, just to end what I was talking before, you know, we did what we did to prepare the club for the next 100 years. And we did what we can for the future, what is on our hands. The sport result is not on our hands. So it's on the players on the field. And of course we made a mistake, but I think we still doing a very good job. And about this question is, what's make me move on football is my passion. Is what never is nothing to do with money. Of course, I invest my money on the club, and sometime I don't know when. If there is an opportunity, I will get my money back and maybe get some more money. But my motivation for sure is only legacy.
قبل ما نتكلم عن البدايات، واكيد في محاور كثيره رونالدو بنتكلم فيها، خلنا اسالك عن اسمك رونالدو. هل في قصه وراء هالاسم؟
Yeah, that is a very nice story about my name. We were my father and my mother was living in Rio with a very difficult condition. My father was working and my mother was take care about my brothers. And then get pregnant from me. My father knew a doctor that promised him to do the surgery operation for me to come for free. And my father gave him 5 kilos of shrimp.
Okay.
And he did it for free, actually, the doctor. But my father gave him 5 kilos of shrimp.
Okay.
And the doctor's name is Ronaldo.
Okay.
And he passed away like 10, 15 years ago. But this is the story. That I became Ronaldo because the doctor was Ronaldo.
Okay.
And he did the operation for free.
But they give him 5 kilo shrimp.
5 kilo shrimp.
رونالدو عند يوم احتفلوا بعيد ميلادك وانت عمرك 4 سنوات، اعطوك كرة قدم. هاي الكرة تمت معاك، كأن ربطوك بهذه الكرة هاي بعدك تحتفظ فيها ولا خلاص؟
No. You know, every ball I get when I was kid, I use it so much that they explode or we lost or some neighborhoods. My lucky was that every day, my birthday, I ask for a ball. Every Christmas, I ask for a ball.
Okay.
So every year, change
Ball
the ball.
changing.
Yeah.
بس هالكرة رونالدو انت اخلصت لها يعني وحققت كثير من امالك واحلامك، خلصتك من الفقر اللي كنت تعيشه في حي بنتو ريبيرو في ريو. بعدك تروح هالحي ولا خلاص؟
Yeah, but it's long, almost 3-4 years I went there. But my mom, my father is still going there, my brothers. And because I'm still very busy, when I have the opportunity in Rio de Janeiro, I get all my friends together and I see them. But when I go there, there is a lot of people, they know me in television, not as the young Ronaldo who lived there. So they create a lot of confusion. And I prefer to go late in the night to see them there. Try to be with less people, with my friends.
معظم نجوم البرازيل رونالدو طوروا مهاراتهم في الأحياء الصغيرة وفي الشواطئ. في رأيك شو اللي يميز البرازيليين عن غيرهم بهالمهارات الفنية؟ شو اللي يميزهم؟
I think just because of that. Because when we grow up with the ball. We play everywhere. We play on the street. We play on the beach. We play on the field. Everywhere we can, we play football. And we growing up playing football. That's why so many talents in Brazil. And I hope that we can give the next generation better condition, to play in a field, in a football field. Of course, they will be playing football on the street forever because it is in our tradition. But I think more we play as kids, more we have a talent for the future.
احنا نعرف ان رونالدو كان هو صغير قدوته كان زيكو. ليش أعجبت بزيكو تحديدا رونالدو؟
Zico was a very good player, the best player I have ever seen, playing for Flamengo. Flamengo is the biggest club in Brazil, and my whole family was supporting Flamengo. And my father took me a lot to Maracanã Stadium to watch Flamengo play. And I grew up seeing what Zico playing, Zico doing interview, and Zico training. And he helped a lot. And I became a friend of him, and I told him that he helped me so much in my career because I grew up seeing him and dream to be like him. There is one beautiful story about Zico. When I was 10 years old, I saw him on interview that he started playing in Flamengo, and he scored a lot with right leg, and his left leg was
not that good.
Not that good. Oh. And he started to training with left leg, shooting after training in the wall, like for 1 hour, 2 hours, every day. And he became very good with the left legs. He scored a lot of goals. He dribbled to the left a lot, and he scored a lot of goals doing that. And my left leg was horrible. horrible. When I saw this interview, I started to do the same as him.
What he did.
What he did. And starting the wall with my ball, and my leg start to be, you know, a leg, useful leg.
Okay.
And I score more than 150 goals with left leg. And always I met Zico and I tell him this story. He laughing a lot, and this is the power of the greatest, you know, to help the new generation. If I didn't see this interview, I had 150 goals less in my career.
Yeah, right.
So Zico helped me a lot on my career. Playing outside the field, how behave with people, how behave with the fans. There is another story with Zico. I was in the same age, 10 years old, and my father bring me to Maracanã. We saw a match, and Flamengo won, and my father took me to the locker room on the door. So all the players came out, and I asked for autograph, and they was busy to go and refused to sign me. And I was a kid, I could understand that. But I was a little bit sad, and very last came out Zico. And he stopped one by one, sign shirt, take a picture, and I still have his signature. And this was, you know, on my mind forever, and I cannot refuse sign or take picture with fans. That helped me a lot too, to understand how important is the fan to me. You know.
يعني تعلمت اشياء وايد من زيكو داخل الملعب وخارج الملعب رونالدو.
Yeah, a lot. He definitely was my inspiration. My big inspiration in football was Zico. Of course, I have other inspiration, you know, Pele, Maradona, those phenomenals, you know, that I love. But Zico has a huge impact on my life. Yeah.
إلى أي حد تأثرت بخالك بيكو اللي توج في الستينات بلقب الريو مع فلومينسي؟
Yeah, Edu was a great player too, but he played for Fluminense, and in Fluminense they are fighting. And I was in love with Zico, so I was only looking for Zico, you know.
شو سر لقب دادو اللي كان يطلقونه عليك وانت صغير؟
Yeah, that was my nickname. It is my nickname for my neighborhood. You know, my all friends from neighborhood and my family call me Dad. My mom said that it was the first words I could speak, you know, and that's why my nickname.
اوكي. خلينا نتكلم عن بعدنا في الطفولة. رونالدو مهارته العالية في البداية كانت بديت كلاعب صالات، ثم بعد ذلك بديت حارس مرمى. ليش حارس مرمى بالذات كبدايتك؟
Yeah, that is a beautiful story as well. You know, I was in to test in that club, Valkyrie, is very close to my house. And there was 50 kids on my age, 8 years old, to testing this club. And, you know, I was planning to play on the futsal on the right. And on the line for this position was almost 15 kids. And then I looked to the left, and on the line on the left was another 15 kids.
Okay.
And then I say, I will be defender. There was another 15 kids. Okay, let's go forward. Let's go to be the in attack.
An attack, okay.
And there was 20 kids there. And I saw the line of goalkeeper. There was only 2 kids.
Okay, that's good chance.
There is a chance here for me. And I went to the goalkeeper's line. I train, I test, and I pass as best goalkeeper. And I have been subscribed by the club to be a player. The first week, I said to the trainer, the coach, please, coach, I've been subscribed for goalkeeper. I'm not goalkeeper. Can you see me playing as on the right, on the left, or whatever you want, but watch me playing. And I play for the very first time as linear, as attack. And the coach say, oh, unbelievable, you have to play here, not goalkeeper. And then I change. That is the reason I try first goalkeeper, and then I move to. There was no intention to be goalkeeper at all. No, my intention was get in the club.
Okay. أنت من محبي فلامينغو صح؟
Yes, I do.
يوم عمرك 13 سنة في شيء منع وصولك لفلامينغو تتذكر؟
Yes, well, especially my condition was difficult to get in the club in Flamengo for long. I did later, when I was 12, a test in Flamengo, and I passed to the test. And then it was very far away from my home. I took 2 buses to arrive there, and to go back another 2 buses, and the 2 buses were expensive to me and for my family to go and back 4 buses in the day. And Flamengo was training like 3-4 days a week. And my parents say, no, you cannot train there. We have not that money for you to go every week like 3-4 times. And I decided to go training in São Cristóvão. São Cristóvão was 1 train directly. And in that time, the train, I always find a way to not pay the train, you know. I bring my school T-shirt that allow me to not pay, or maybe, you know, jump on the station. I was always trying to do something to not pay, and it was very much cheaper than go to Flamengo, you know. So I started playing São Cristóvão in that way.
هل فعلا رونالدو اللي اكتشفك هو جيرزينهو؟
Jairzinho was the professional coach on São Cristóvão in that time when I started training. And yeah, he saw me training with a small category. And when I was 14 years old, Jairzinho called the under 20 coach to say, look, bring this kid to your team, start to train with them. And so I was 14 years old, training with 20 years guys under 20. And that is how Jairzinho became my discoverer. Because he saw me training with kids, and he started to push me to training with under 17, under 20, and that's how it started.
كريزيرو هو النادي اللي بدأت فيه البداية الحقيقية لك في 93، وكان كارلوس البرتو سيلفا كان أول واحد دربك في كرازيرو. شو تعلمت من ذلك الرجل اللي له درب العديد من الأندية البرازيلية وفاز ألقاب كثيرة؟ شو استفدت منه بالضبط من هالرجل؟
Well, I learned so much. He was my big mentor, big guru. Carlos Alberto Silva was so much energy. He was a Brazilian coach, and he started teaching me a lot of stuff, how to move, how to protect the ball, because I was very skinny, but I was very fast. And he helped me a lot in Cruzeiro on my first professional experience. Yeah, he was very important to me.
بعدنا نرجع لبدايات رونالدو. صيف 93 عمر رونالدو 17 سنة، حقق أول ألقاب له بالتتويج مع منتخب البرازيل تحت 17 سنة بكوبا أمريكا، ومع كروزيرو كأس البرازيل. هل ذيك البداية رونالدو كان يتخيل أنه سيحقق المجد الكبير بالنسبة له في الملاعب مع هالبداية الكبيرة بالنسبة لك؟
My dream was only be a football player, professional player. So my ambition was big ambition. So at 15 years, I started playing as a professional. 16, I debuted, and I knew it was only the beginning. Okay. Because my dream was much bigger than just the beginning. So.
حققت الأحلام اللي في بالك كلها، ولا لا لو استمر الزمن برونالدو كان يبقى أكثر؟ هل رونالدو اليوم، أنا كنت بسألك في آخر الحلقة بس ما دام نتكلم عن الأحلام بدايات الصغر لرونالدو، هل وصل للمرحلة اللي هو كانت في خياله يوم بدأ كرة القدم؟
I get from football much more than I expect to get. My ambition was big, but what I get...
Bigger than?
Much bigger, much bigger. The football world is an infinity world. So football gave me everything. My education come from, of course, my father and my mother, but football, not in school. Discipline, respect, ambition, sports fair play, everything, money.
بس انت كشخص رونالدو كان لك دور في هالموضوع. يعني اليوم في لعيبه كثيره يعتزلون كره القدم، بس في لعيبه قلائل اللي يظل الناس تحبهم فتره طويله. اليوم رونالدو بعد اعتزالك مرت اسماء كثيره وتألقت اسماء كثيره، بس يظل رونالدو الظاهرة. حتى الناس الأطفال الصغار يعني اللي ما شافوا رونالدو على الطبيعة وهو يلعب، يمكن شافوه في اليوتيوب، شافوه في السوشيال ميديا، شافوه في أفلام قديمة، لكن بعدهم يحبون رونالدو ومتعلقين في رونالدو. البريق رونالدو لا يزال موجود، وبالعكس أنا أشوفه يكبر مع الوقت. فهذا مش أي لاعب أنه يستمر حب الناس له. أنت واحد من اللعيبة اللي حب الناس لا يزال مستمر معهم رونالدو.
Thank you very much.
بس ها حقيقة، ها واقع، ترى مش مجاملة.
I think, first of all, I have to thank YouTube and PlayStation for the new generation loving me that much and know about me, about my legacy. And of course, I worked so hard to become what I did, and became a legend in football, let's say that. But we have to use football as tools to help people. Football can bring happiness to the people. Let's use this on that way. When I see violence in football stadium, outside the stadium, I say I cannot understand exactly why. Because I grew up dreaming about football and dream about to be a football player, and football gave it to me everything I have and everything I am. So football is my biggest passion, and I hope and I will work until the end of my life for giving back the football world what I have.
بنستمر في المسيرة الغنية والثرية لرونالدو. مونديال 94 عشت أول تجربة مونديالية، كنت ضمن الفريق اللي حقق البرازيل في اللقب العالمي الرابع بعد الفوز في النهائي على إيطاليا. وقتها ما كنت في التشكيلة الأساسية بوجود روماريو وبيبيتو. كيف عشت ذلك المونديال مع المدرب كارلوس البرتو بيريرا؟
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. Like 1994 was for me my university. Being with Romario, Bebeto, watch them play, watch in the locker room how they behave, how they talk, how they training. Having Carlos Alberto Pereira as a coach was a huge experience. He teach me a lot, even if he doesn't put me to play, but
بس تعلمت وايد من التجربة رغم انك احتياط.
A lot. That's why I tell you and I always tell that 1994 was my
step very
graduated university, my Harvard.
بعد رجعتك من كأس العالم كان موعد مهم لرونالدو مع الشهرة والذهاب إلى أوروبا. البداية كانت مع هولندا مع اندهوفن، PSV اندهوفن. ليش اندهوفن بالذات؟ وهل ساعد وجودك في PSV اندهوفن على اكتشاف الكرة الأوروبية؟
I was very influenced by Romario. Romario went out from Brazil to PSV, Eindhoven, Holland. He did great. He did great in Holland. After he left to Barcelona, and I think PSV liked the experience of having Brazilian, and they came for me. And for me was a big step follow the Romario way, because he was already the best player in the world, and he played for PSV. And I say, I have to follow this guy, and I think was perfect time to follow him. Holland was not of the best leagues in Europe, but
you can start with.
You can start with, and you play there, and maybe next years you go to another big club. But it was perfect.
علشان شي بدايتك كانت مع بي اس في. اول موسم سجلت 30 هدف في 33 مباراة، وهذا ما يصير بشكل دايم يعني. كيف نجحت في تحقيق هالاندماج السريع رونالدو مع ناديك الأوروبي الأول؟
Yeah, I was a little crazy boy, inspired by Romario, that he was saying, this year I'm going to score 30 goals. This year I'm going to score 40 goals. And I watch Romario all the time, and he's saying that, and then I came to PSV and I say, you know what? I'm going to tell like Romario. I'm going to score this year 30 goals. I was not knowledgeable about what I'm saying, but I arrived there, I say, this year I'm going to score 30 goals, and I scored 30 goals. And yeah, I think it was a way to motivate me.
بس كان يعني بالنسبة للبرازيليين أول ما يطلع من البرازيل ما كان سهل إنه يندمج في الأندية الأوروبية بشكل سريع. اللغة، الطريقة، التقاليد مختلفة، لكن أنت اندمجت بشكل من أول موسم.
You know, it's true. It's not easy to adaptation in different country, different culture. But my motivation was only play football. Yeah, it's true that it was very difficult to live in a country who, when in the winter is 20 negative degrees. Minus 20. Yeah, and but my motivation was only play football. But it's true that when you get in Europe, you have to be very, very strong, especially for South American players.
Yes.
When the winters come, it's very difficult for us. That's why maybe you see Italians going to Europe and not succeed that the people expect to, you know.
التحدي الأكبر يبعد بي اس في ايندهوفن. رونالدو ينتقل إلى برشلونة. وقتها كنت تبحث عن تحدي أكبر، ولا كان عندك مشكلة وخلاف مع المدرب ديك أدفوكات وقتها؟
Well, it was, you know, I was great time in Holland. Great time. Better than I could imagine. Dick Advocat was an amazing coach. But, you know, when Barcelona knock your door, you cannot say no. You cannot say no to Barcelona.
خاصة لواحد مثلك عندك أقصى طموحات في كرة القدم، ويجيك واحد من أكبر الأندية في العالم ويقول لك أباك تكون معاي، يعني ما في مجال إنك ترفض، صحيح؟
No way to refuse, no way. Especially, Barcelona, big club, huge club. Barcelona city is amazing city. But I was looking Romario. Romario went to PSV, went to Barcelona, and he succeeds there. I want to follow these ways, the good way. And when Barcelona came, you know, you cannot say no. And I packed it and went to Barcelona.
في لقاء تلفزيوني شهير مع مورينيو، قال المدرب روبسون، وقتها مورينيو كان مساعد لروبسون وكان المترجم، قال لروبسون اللي حطك في التشكيلة بعد انضمامك مباشرة لبرشلونة وحطك في كاس السوبر ضد أتلتيكو مدريد إلى كنت وقتها مع ستوشكوف مع لويس فيغو وعلى حساب الهداف بيتسي. اعترض مورينيو وقتها ورد عليه روبسون، قال له أنت تريد تكون لطيف ولا تفوز بالألقاب. يومها أنت لعبت وسجلت هدفين وصنعت هدف. تتذكر هالبداية رونالدو مع برشلونة؟
Yeah, of course I remember. I was just arriving. Lucky I was in a very good shape. I was training. I was perfect. And yeah, there was a doubt about put me play or not because I was there just for 1 week. And yeah, I saw that interview with Romario, and it's funny because Romario and Robinson was a duo, amazing duo. I have so much memories about them. And yeah, that match was unbelievable. We play in Montjuic because come now the field was terrible. And we play in Montjuic, where Barcelona are now playing because of the work on the new stadium in Barcelona. And we won Atletico Madrid in the Super Cup. It was a beautiful, beautiful match. Yeah.
بظل مع مورينيو، يعني ما دام تكلمنا عن اللقاء التلفزيوني اللي انت شفته، يعني من ضمن الاشياء اللي قالها ولازم اسالك عنها، يعني مورينيو قال يعني رونالدو كان كسول في التدريب، كان يتدرب عشان يستمتع، لكنه في المباريات كان الافضل. هل كان صحيح كنت كسول في التدريبات رونالدو؟
In some trainings, yes, yes. You know, in that time, the training was boring. Sometimes, you know, doing tactics is very boring. You know, you stop, you move 1 meter, you move 2 meters, and then you stop and talk and talk and talk, and then you move, and it's very boring. And when they say, okay, now you guys play for free and for fun, that was the best time to training, you know. Even physical training, I was not in love with, but I knew I had to do, so I did it. But yeah, some trainings was very, very boring, and he's right. Sometimes I was lazy. Yeah.
موسمك مع برشلونة رونالدو كان استثنائي، توجت خلاله بالهداف، حصلت الحذاء الذهبي بتسجيلك 34 هدف، أحرزت كأس الكؤوس الأوروبية بالفوز على باريس سان جيرمان وقتها بهدف وقعته أنت من ركلة جزاء. لكن الغريب أنك تركت البارسا بعد موسم واحد فقط، رغم أن أنت مرتبط مع برشلونة بعقد 8 سنين. شو السبب تركت برشلونة؟
I think that time was the big change of football investment.
Okay.
On that time, it starts to income a lot of money in the industry of football. And what I generate for Barcelona in that year, the whole world pay attention for. And it was a huge propaganda about this year. And I was very happy in Barcelona. And I remember I was in the national team in Norway playing with Brazil. Finally, my manager was in Barcelona, and finally they have agreement. And they call me and say, look, we have agreement. You can celebrate. You stay with a new contract in Barcelona. we are very happy, Barcelona happy, and you can do press conference and announce this. I did the conference. We announced the new contract. Was everybody happy? And I was happy to continue in Barcelona because I did an amazing year. But after 3 days, they called me and they said, look, we cannot do this contract with you. If you have an opportunity to go, just bring the money to pay the clause, and then you can go. And that time was a lot of big guys, potential guys in the world of football, income, a lot of money in the industry, and I remember Branchini, my former manager, was talking to me about Moratti and Inter Milan. And he said, look, Inter Milan is interesting to have you, and they can do, they can give you your contract and they can pay the clause. So, and I say, look, I'm not comfortable to continue with Barcelona anymore because those people, they haven't no compromise with his own words. So I want to leave. And Inter Milan came. They paid to Barcelona, I think, $40 million in that time. It was a lot of money. And then I moved to Inter Milan. So
يعني انتقالك وانتقال واحد مثلك يحب تسجيل الأهداف إلى الدوري الإيطالي اللي معروف بالرقابة، معروف بالخطط الدفاعية الصارمة، لكن رونالدو فاجأ الجميع في أول موسم وسجل 25 هدف في أول موسم. كيف قدرت أنك تحقق هذا الشيء رغم أن الدوري الإيطالي في أسلوبه الدفاعي كان صعب جدا؟
Yeah, it was really hard. Moving from Spain to Italy was difficult because in that time, Italian defenders was very famous to be the best in the world. So it was a challenge to me as well to have a success in the Italian league. So I think I was motivated about that, you know. That time, Italian league was the best in the world, and it was a big challenge to me, and that is it. I think I move by challenge. I move by challenge all the time.
بداية الحوار ناديتك برونالدو الفينومينو، وهذا اللقب أطلقوا عليك الصحفيين الإيطاليين بعد ما شافوا منك إبهار، بعد ما شافوا النبوغ مع الإنتر. تحب هاللقب رونالدو؟
You know, I'm adapted to. You know, when I was playing, I didn't like it because when I was playing, you know, you're phenomenal. You have to be phenomenal every time, you know. The pressure on me was big. And the nickname phenomenal put a lot of pressure more on me. But now I really don't care. There is no more
No more pressure.
But, you know, I like the way people remember me, and if phenomenal, just Ronaldo, Nazario, whatever. I love the way people remember me in that time.
رونالدو، انا شخصيا كنت اذا بتلاقى معاك حتى لو في لقاء تلفزيوني كان في سؤال في بالي، وانا يعني في مقابلات كثيره سويتها، يمكن انا شخصيا ما اقتنعت بالجواب اللي قلته، بس انا الحين بسالك ما اعرف هل الجواب اللي بتقوله بيقنعني ولا لا، ما اعرف، بس انا بتكلم عن نهائي 98. خلني وقبل النهائي شو اللي صار في رونالدو؟ البعض قال اللي استوى في رونالدو كان بفعل فاعل. هل هذا صحيح؟ أبي تقول لي القصة حول هالموضوع. وأعتقد مشاهدين كثر في أبو ظبي الرياضية وفي العالم بعدهم مش مقتنعين باللي استوى برونالدو قبل النهائي.
There is no secret about this, and I answered this many times. But I think people want to keep this as a conspiration. What happened before the match was I went sick. I had a convulsion before the match, more or less at 12 o'clock.
Suddenly?
Yes, yes. I never had historic about mental health or any other things that can provoke this. But I had this, and I suppose that playing World Cup and arrive on the final, being the best player of your national, being a hope for the whole country, is supposed to be a huge pressure. In that time, we never talk about mental health. And I think we had a lot of pressure on that time. And I suppose that was the reason I had the convulsion. But, you know, I come back from the convulsion. I was not feeling great. Everybody was concerned about my health, and me either. And I asked the doctor, please take me to the hospital, make sure that nothing's happening with me. And maybe if everything's okay, I want to go directly to the stadium and play. Because it's my dream, it's, you know, World Cup final. I work very hard to achieve this, and I want to be there. I don't care what. But make sure that my health was not a risk was priority. And we went to the hospital, we did many tests. Everything was perfect. And that's why the confusion when the Brazilian team announced the team without me, it's just because I came 10 or 15 minutes late in the stadium. And I say, look, Zagallo, we did all these tests with the doctor. The doctor is here. I'm feeling good. There is no risk for me to play, and I want to play. And Zagallo say, okay, there is no risk, you're okay, you go to play. And that's why he changed the initial team, that he was informed the press before, 15 minutes before. But, you know, I think my colleagues, my teammates went to the field for the final, you know, thinking about what happened to me. And I think this is one reason of we lose in that way the final. And the other is that France play an amazing match. Zidane never scored with the head, and he scored twice. And we lost that final and in that terrible way. And this is what happened. There is no secret, no conspiration, nothing to hide about that day.
في هذيك البطولة وفي ذاك المونديال شكلت مع ريفالدو ومع بيبيتو كان ثلاثي مرعب. كيف تعاملت معاهم؟
We played so long together, Bebeto, Rivaldo, and Romario before. We had a very good team. Leonardo, César Sampaio, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, Aldair, Tafarel, Dunga. I think we deserved more in that time. But you know what? I always believe in sports. And as a sportsman, we learn to lose, we learn to win, and we accept.
Yeah, right.
That is one big lesson of our lives, is how to lose and how to win.
تكلمني عن الفاينل وكلمتني عن زيدان. كيف شفت زيدان كلاعب وعلاقتك فيه رونالدو؟
Zidane is I think one of the best players I have ever played with and against. Worst against. Zidane is, I love so much Zidane that, you know, when I get injury, I play for Inter Milan and he plays for Juventus. My first time I broke my knee, I did the surgery, and 3 days later, Zidane was the first one to appear to come and visit me in the hospital. And we had no relationship. We know and we respect each other from playing against each other. And he came to visit me, and he said, look, get well soon, we need you, and we expect you. And that was a huge moment for me, a moment to never forget.
You still remember that?
Yeah, of course, I will always remember. And after, we played together in the Galacticos team in Real Madrid. And,
we will come to that.
Play with him, see his quality, and be with him every day. Was one of the highlights of my career. Yes.
اللي صار بعد كاس العالم 98 كان مأساة بالنسبة لك، يعني 4 سنين عملية جراحية، تقطع في أربطة الركبة، رونالدو يغيب عن الملاعب لفترة طويلة. كيف عشت هذه الفترة، خاصة لواحد مثلك شغوف دائما بكرة القدم؟
It was a very difficult time, you know. After the World Cup started a very long, terrible time to me. And, you know, what's keeping me strong was the love I have for football. Because I suffer so many pain on my knees. the surgery, the operation I did in my knee, there was no history in football. We didn't knew how to treat him. We didn't knew when the time to come back to play. We didn't have so many answers in that time. The only answer I have was that, I love football. I will do whatever it takes to come back. And doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter what I have to do, but I will come back. That was my mentality on that time. And it was a good mentality because, took so long. Took a long 2 years to come back. And finally I come back with a huge opportunity.
بعد سنتين من الإصابة يعني وعودتك، أذكر في نهاية كأس إيطاليا الإنتر لاتسيو، بعد دقائق من دخولك وقتها بديل سقطت وصرخت من الآلام وخرجت وانت تبكي، وكان طلعوك على حمالة. وقتها وانت تطلع حسيت ان رحلتك مع كرة القدم انتهت؟ يعني الناس كثير اللي عشاق رونالدو في ذاك الوقت وهم شافوا طريقة خروجه خافوا انه لا، هذه خلاص رونالدو بالنسبة لكرة القدم رحلته مع كرة القدم انتهت.
Yeah, the first 2-3 days, I was very sad, very sad. Think about my dream, my expectation for the future. But after the surgery, I changed my chip, and I think I will be positive.
Okay.
I will be positive, and I will do whatever to come back. It doesn't matter how long, but I will be back. And I face a lot of challenges in these 2 years. I went to see a doctor in US, and the doctor say, look, you have to surgery again. Forget about play football. You will never play football again. But we need to do another surgery to have a normal life. I run away from that doctor. I go back to Paris to see Dr. Sayan.
Okay.
And I told him, look, I was in the US and the doctor said that I will not come back play and I have to surgery again to have a normal life. What's going on? And I said, don't worry. You will play and you will be back. Trust me. And I trust him, and we start a journey of recovery, physio every day, twice a day. I start to be back on Inter, and there was a coach there, Hector Cooper, that he was not happy with me, and he didn't put me to play. And it was difficult time to me as well, and he started putting me to play, and finally I get call from Scolari, from national team, asking about my situation, and I say, look, I'm okay. I have a problem with the coach here because he's not putting me a lot. But if you bring him with the national team, you will see me and
different.
And then Scolari called me and went for one friendly match in Brazil. I played for 20 minutes, I play very well. I didn't score, but I play very well. And he decided to bring me to the World Cup. And then in the World Cup, everybody was doubt about my knees and my healthy, and we started slowly, you know. And then we did the preparation for the World Cup, and then it's coming the first match against Turkey. I scored an incredible goal that I jumped for reach the ball, and yeah, it was the best tournament I ever played with the national team. You know, after 4 years to lose World Cup final, to after 4 years have another opportunity in the World Cup, and finally we did well, and we won the World Cup with a final match with Germany that is a classic. I scored 2 goals, and we missed 5 minutes for the end of the match. Scolari took me out. I went out to the bench. I started crying because the last years was so hard to me, but finally we win, and I win my personally war against my knees. So
كانت معاناة، وكان يمكن كأس العالم 2002 هي أفضل فترة لك، أفضل شيء في تاريخك، كأس العالم 2002 أفضل كارير.
No, I think I played much better maybe in Barcelona and Inter. I played much better, and I was more stronger than 2002. But you know, it was a new Ronaldo after a huge surgery in my knee. And I have to say that I'm adapt very well at this new Ronaldo. You know, after winning the World Cup, I moved from Inter to
فلورنتو بيريز بعد كاس العالم يعني حب انك تكون معاه، رغم انه في هذاك الوقت رونالدو يعني ماسيمو موراتي رفض بشكل كبير. يعني كيف عشت هالصراع بين الرجلين، وليش العودة للدوري الأسباني بقميص ريال مدريد وليس برشلونة اللي عشت معاه تجربتك الأولى؟
Yeah, I have to remember this situation because, you know, I was very happy by Inter Milan, and with Moratti I had a very good relationship with Moratti, but not with Cooper.
Oh.
So I come back from the World Cup and I say, Moratti, can we see each other? I have to talk to you. And we met and we started talking. I was tell him about the future and say, look, does Hector Cooper continue to Inter? And he say yes. And I say, look, if he's continue, I will not continue. I don't want to push you to a big decision, but I cannot work with this guy. And finally, Moratti decided to keep Hector Cooper, and I said, okay. That was not what I was expect, but I accept. Then Real Madrid called and said, look, you want to come? And I said, look, you cannot say to Real Madrid no. And I say, yes, I want to come. Then they start to negotiate Moratti and Florentino Perez. Then, yes, on the last day of a window transfer,
last day,
last 2 hours, they finally had agreement. And I went to Madrid.
حلو. فترة ريال مدريد أعتقد فترة رائعة جدا، يعني 5 مواسم قضيتها مع ريال مدريد. وقتها كان في أساطير في ريال مدريد، زيدان، لويس فيغو، روبرتو كارلوس، ديفيد بيكهام، فزتوا بكل شيء أو فزتوا بألقاب. لكن مع كل الأندية اللي لعبت فيها رونالدو ما حقق دوري أبطال أوروبا. حتى اللي حققها ميلان، انت وقتها كنت في ميلان بس ما قد تقدر تشارك في البطولة هاي. يعني تزعل في هالموضوع لما تتذكره؟
No.
Okay.
I think it's, as I say, I learn from sports that I will not always win. I think the Galacticos team was a game changer in the industry of football. It's true that we didn't won the Champions League. We arrived at 2 semifinals. But it's true that we didn't win. But we gave to people what they expect to us, from us. We give them a new perspective of football. We gave to the people a new era of entertainment. And I think Florentino Perez was a guy with a vision to put all stars together and make history. I think Real Madrid start the revolution of income, money, entertainment industry. I think Real Madrid did a game changer in that time.
هل هي التجربة الأهم في مسيرتك رونالدو ريال مدريد؟
Yes. I was so happy in Madrid for 5 years playing and living in that city. That I must say, yes, that was a very good time.
هل هو النادي المقرب إلى قلبك لليوم؟ ولا في أندية كثيرة؟ يعني اليوم رونالدو لعب لبرشلونة، لعب ريال مدريد، في إيطاليا لعب للإنتر، لعب للميلان. لو قلت لك بشكل عام ما هو النادي المقرب لقلب رونالدو؟
Yes, for sure, Real Madrid is the closest club to me. Of course, I had a very good experience in Inter Milan, and it was crazy how the Italian fans treat me on that time, and they still love me. But I think Real Madrid is the most. But Inter Milan is very close to
Real Madrid.
Yes, very.
The second one.
Yes, very close, very close.
Okay. رغم أرقامك المميزة مع الريال، إلا هناك مدرب إيطالي تسبب في رحيلك عن ريال مدريد، فابيو كابيلو. هل كان فابيو كابيلو أو هو كان على حق أنك في وقتها؟
Yeah, I think so. After much years, I think he was right. maybe his approach was not the right way.
Okay.
But, after so many years suffering with injuries, it was not easy to me to be the best shape, But, when you're at Real Madrid or big club, Inter Milan, Barcelona or Milan, when you're at those clubs, you have to be on your best.
That's right.
You have to be on your best, because if you don't play well on the bench, you're gonna have another guy
Yes.
who will play better than you, and you will sit on the bench. It is that it is, and what? I accept that, and I think he was right, but I insist that maybe not
The way what he did.
the way he did.
رونالدو في فيلم ديفيد بيكهام، الفيلم الوثائقي اللي عرض، قال انكم في ريال مدريد ما كنتوا تشعرون بأي قلق وأي خوف لما تكونوا خسرانين النتيجة ومتأخرين بسبب كثرة النجوم والإمكانيات الهائلة للاعبين، وتأخذون الأمور دائما ببساطة رغم أن الفريق متأخر. شو عن هالموضوع؟ يعني وقتها النجوم كثار في ريال مدريد، يقول رونالدو ما كنا نتوتر يوم نكون متأخرين في النتيجة، لأن احنا نعرف نقدر نرجع في أي وقت.
Of football. I think we did amazing era in Real Madrid. Win championship, of course, is the best way to have a legacy. But everyone remember the Galacticos. We gave to the people a different way to having fun, to enjoy football, and we open the football to the world. If football is global now, it's because of us in the past.
Yes.
And if we did that in our time, it's because someone started before us. That is natural. So we keep doing, we keep motivating people, we keep inspiring people. So football is our tools.
رونالدو بعد الريال رجعت للكالتشيو، لكن ليس للإنتر، للغريم التقليدي ميلان، نفس اللي سويته في أسبانيا. هل كان ذلك مجرد صدفة؟ وكيف قابلت تهمة الخيانة اللي وجهها لك جمهور الإنتر في ذاك الوقت؟ وتتذكر احتفالك لما سجلت في الديربي، لما كنت ترد على صافرات الجمهور في ذاك الوقت؟
Yes. First, when we decide to leave from Madrid, I call Moratti. I say, look, there is an opportunity to go back to Inter. You were interesting.
Okay. You call him?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
And he say, "Oh, thank you very much for the call, but we are not interested in that moment.
Okay.
We have a good team, and I accept that." After I receive a call from AC Milan, Galliani call, and say, "Look, we have a chance, let's talk." And then he started talking with my manager, and then we had an agreement. Of course, it was huge confusion on Milan because it's a big city, but there is two teams, you know, Inter Milan and AC Milan, both huge. So I accept that challenge, even if I lose my fans from before, but you know, I want to continue to play.
Yeah, but you ask them also, you give them chance.
And I give them
Yes.
the chance to go back to Inter. But you know, the support is
Yes.
always hard to believe that,
Yes.
you know. But it was a good experience to me to see how AC Milan are from inside, you know, how the mentality, and it was a very good experience to me.
يعني أنت اليوم كمالك للأندية ولعبت في أندية كبيرة، يعني نتكلم برشلونة، ريال، بي اس في اندهوفن، انتر. التجربة هاي مو بعلمتك بس كلاعب، تعلمت بعد كيف تدار هذه الأندية.
Yeah, of course I knew it. Yeah, but you know, when you play, you just want to play. Yeah.
عودتك إلى إيطاليا رونالدو، عادت تجربتك المريرة مع أربطة الركبة وخضعت مجددا للجراحة مع نفس الدكتور اللي أنت تثق فيه، الدكتور سيان. وقتها ما جلست مع نفسك وقلت خلاص يا الوقت لإنهاء المشوار كلاعب؟ وقتها كنت 32 سنة.
Yes, I thought about this, but you know, I was thinking about to, you know, ending my career in the proper way, you know, playing. And I had the experience of my first surgery, so we knew more or less what to do to come back again. And in fact, the second surgery was much easy. And I took 1 year to come back, 1 year less than the last one, the first one. I decided to go back to Brazil, to Corinthians. First, I go back to Flamengo. I call Flamengo and say, "Look,
I can't play.
Can I start training with you guys, and maybe in the future we talk, maybe later." And then I was there for 4 months training in Flamengo, like every day.
Because you love Flamengo.
Yes, and
Okay.
and I'm from Rio.
Okay.
Yes, and
What they answer?
after 4 months, they never talked to me about the future, and I say, "I'm almost ready." And those guys, they never call me, and in December, someone from Corinthians, André Sanchez, called me and say, can we talk? And I say, "Yes, of course. How are you?" I feel good. And there is opportunity, and I say, "Look, yeah, let's try. I want to join Corinthians, yes." And we make a deal, and I went to Corinthians, and it was a great
Yes.
way to finish my career. Met the Corinthians fans. Met Corinthians was unbelievable opportunity, and
يعني مستواك مع كورنثيوس وتألق ما كان في ودك انك تلعب كاس عالم للمره الخامسه، رغم ان الغريب ان دونجا وقتها ما كان ما اقنعت انت انك تكون متواجد في كاس العالم، بس كان في بالك انك تكون في كاس العالم جنوب افريقيا؟
No. I don't really thought I was able to play another World Cup.
Okay.
I was okay to play in Brazil, but not in the World Cup. And I never forced no one to call me for play. So, yes. And finally, I played 2 years with Corinthians, and it was amazing. And then I get a problem in one of my legs. I don't remember, but I was supposed to be out for another 3 months in surgery, little surgery, and I say, look, we're done here. My body continue say that I have to stop, and my mind say that continue play, but my body say no. So let's stop here, and it was amazing journey. So let's stop here.
ما تحس رونالدو لو رحت للتدريب راح تكون مدرب يعني مميز؟ يعني مش دائما اللاعب المميز يكون مدرب مميز، بس انت بشغفك وطريقة تفكيرك يعني من المفترض انك تكون مدرب ممتاز، مدرب ناجح، بس الغريب انك ما رحت كمدرب، اتجهت للموضوع اللي تكلمنا فيه بداية الحلقة.
I think so. I think I could be a very good coach. But you know what? The routines of being coach kills me for in 1 year. And have 25 players.
لو كنت لاعب اليوم رونالدو، منو من المدربين تتمنى انك تلعب تحت قيادته اليوم؟
Ancelotti for sure. Pep Guardiola, Mourinho. Those three for me, you know. I had so many good coaches. Zagallo was the best for me. Vicente Del Bosque, Parreira.
Okay.
Wow. I have so many great guys.
Okay.
Good memories.
انت من اللاعبين او من الشخصيات الرياضية القلائل اللي يحرصون على عمل مبادرات خيرية وإنسانية وقمت فيها بشكل كبير حوالين العالم. كيف ترى دور نجم كرة القدم في جعل الأطفال والشباب يثقون في أحلامهم؟
I think that we all have a rule, a very important rule on society. The football world have to be more active on that way. Use our power of communication in the world to achieve more people and help more people. We have to work more on this.
لك أهداف كثيرة سجلتها، أكثر هدف تتذكره في هاللحظة؟
The 2 goals in the final against Germany in 2002. The goals I remember most, yeah.
اوكي. علاقتك بأسطورة الأساطير راحل بيلي كيف كانت؟
I have a great relationship with Pele. He was, well, the god of football, the king. And he inspired me because he did until his last day what I'm looking for doing, you know, live for football. And he inspired me still. First time I met Pele, he gave me the best, the FIFA awards. And I was so happy to meet him, and you know.
Is it first time?
Yes, and
Okay.
After that we have a great relationship. He came over in Milan to visit me at home when I did the surgery. You know, he's a true legacy of football. He is an example to all of us. Yes, Pelé did it so much for football, for society. He was the first one fight in the world of football, fight against racism. So we all have to thank Pelé for the legacy he left for all of us.
من عام 2002 رونالدو واللقب اللي تحقق للبرازيل، اللقب الخامس، السيليساو ما حصلوا أي لقب. ليش تراجع منتخب البرازيل عالميا؟ شو السبب في وجهة نظرك؟
I don't think Brazil declined, but I think the European improved a lot.
Okay.
I think after 2002, and maybe history, European and South American was fighting for the titles, you know. Brazil still have 5 World Cups. Argentina now 3. Germany 4. Italy 4. But the last, you know, World Cup, France has 2, almost 3. They got the final against Argentina, lost against Argentina from Lionel Messi. But I think the European teams, players, are more complete now than the South America team. They have the same technique, but they are stronger than us, and they have tactics. I think the European improve a lot. We have to do something different to win again. And I think Argentina did well, won the Qatar World Cup, but we have a very good generation of players.
في هالجزئية رونالدو، يعني اليوم يوم تقول الأوروبيين تطوروا بشكل كبير، لهالسبب يعني البرازيل في تاريخها ما فكروا يتعاقدون مع مدرب غير برازيلي. اليوم كانت في فكرة تعاقد مع كارلو أنشيلوتي، اللي أنت كرونالدو تقول واحد من أفضل المدربين. هل كنت تتمنى أنشيلوتي أنه يدرب البرازيل؟ أنت لو خيروك أو لو سألوك عن هالموضوع.
I would love to have Ancelotti, but you know, finally we have a new coach in Brazil. Dorival is the new coach. There is no chance more for Ancelotti that make a new contract with Real Madrid. But we have to find what are the European doing, and we have to do better what we always did. That our dribbling, goals, we have to find this again. And of course, be competitive as fighting for the ball, be stronger, be faster than the Europeans. But we have to be able to do what we always did. You know, the Brazilian football is famous because of dribbling, because of happenings playing football. We have to be able to do this again to win another World Cup.
من المهاجم الأبرز حاليا في وجهة نظرك؟
Three that I like it. Four, I will not put in the order, just to confuse people.
Okay. Okay.
But I like Rodrigo, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Haaland.
Okay.
Those four, for me, are the best four players in the moment. With so many quality, power, fast goals. I think we have a great future ahead.
بعد رونالدو نازاريو جاء البرتغالي كريستيانو رونالدو وشكل مع ميسي تحفة هالوقت. شو رايك في اللاعبين الاثنين معا؟ وهل تفضل أحدهم على الآخر رونالدو؟
Wow, those two did an amazing achievement. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, they wrote a history, not only about quality, but mentality, you know. Those two play for such a long time in the high level, and they were fighting between them to be the best every year. So what they did, they have, of course, my compliment, my admiration. They made a huge legacy for football, huge legacy, what they did. And if I have a preference between them, it's very difficult to choose. But I think Messi is more attractive, but they two are there in the most high level we have ever seen.
وإحنا نتحدث عن الأساطير. صارت لك علاقة مع مارادونا صحيح؟ كيف شفت مارادونا كلاعب وكإنسان؟
It was amazing. Suddenly, I miss him so much. As a person, we spent so much time together for the last years. And of course, we're gonna all miss him. But his legacy is amazing. What he did in football, we will keep that forever, for sure.
واحنا في ابو ظبي، ماذا تقول عن ابو ظبي؟
I must say it's my second home. For the last year, I've been here a few times. And the hospitality of the people is amazing. I will never forget that. And I came here with my wife and my kids, and we spend a lot of time together here, and we love to be here. And I hope come back more often to enjoy Abu Dhabi because it's beautiful, it's fun, it's cultural, it's everything, all the events you have here. So I like it so much.
Welcome
And,
always.
I feel like home.
اختم طلبي توجه رساله لمشجعينك في ومحبينك في وعشاقك في الوطن العربي عبر ابو ظبي الرياضيه. ماذا تقول؟
I want to thank you guys because I feel like home here. You know, you guys are amazing. The hospitality I receive here is unbelievable, beautiful, and I enjoy so much. I hope come back more often because it's really a place that I like to come. So see you guys soon. And other thing that I love is that people here love football so much, like Brazil. So keep doing like that, and see you guys soon. Thank you.
رونالدو شكرا.
شكرا. شكرا.